Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
He's absolutely Jason, he's absolutely gay. He'll absolutely brighten up the darkest rainy day. He's funny and loves movies, he's smart and he's a Jew. He's an actor and an activist and wants to hear from you.
Hi! Okay, hey everybody, welcome to Absolutely Jason Stuart. That was me sort of being at the end of a jazz set. It didn't really, and when I realized I did it, it just seemed like, ha! What is it? Like it was like some crow on a beach. This is, I guess you would call this Friend Appreciation Week. I have really, really talented friends and who are doing really, really wonderful things. Marla Shultz, comedian, actress,
Hello.
here from New York,
Yes.
doing Comics Unleashed. Tonight, which is really exciting. Have you done the show before?
Yes,
This is her
my
second time on the show. And people might know her from a guest starring on Dirt, from being on Last Comic Standing a little. And then you were on this really crazy show called The Entertainer, and you were the New Yorker.
Oh my
which
God,
was
what a nightmare.
What a crazy show that was. I want to talk about that. And people have seen you all over the place in clubs in New York and all over the country, and you opened for Chelsea Handler for a long time.
Yes.
And did that. Mel England, king of independent films. Just the king, is coming out with a new film called The Best Day Ever. It's opening this week. And another film that's coming out this week, you have a cameo in starring Sally Kirkland.
Yeah,
called,
2 in 1.
How do you say it?
Archaeology of a Woman.
Right. I'm playing at the same theater here in Beverly Hills.
Crazy.
What's the theater?
Congrats.
Music Hall on Wilshire Boulevard near Robertson.
I just spoke to Miss Sally Kirkland on the phone, and she says that she's not allowed to come because if you're trying to get an Oscar nomination, this is for Oscar consideration, you can't be in the theater. So it's killing her.
Oh, no.
Just to let you know. It's
Well, we're all going to show up on Friday the 5th.
I'm going.
As well.
We're all going. You're welcome to
And
come
then,
if you're in town.
And then Sally will be at the premiere of Best Day Ever.
Oh, she's allowed to come to that.
Yeah, she's coming. So, and I know you're planning.
I'm
on
definitely coming.
So
And you also have another film that's been doing the festivals. Tell me.
Ron and Laura Take Back America.
Okay, so let's start with you. So this is a film called The Best Day Ever. It's about a gay man who's pushing 50, and which you don't look like at all.
No.
You know, and which is directed by this great guy named Jeff London, who called in earlier, is going to call in and join the conversation. I love this idea. I love the idea because it seems like that gay men in film and gay women who are almost non-existent in film, unfortunately, when you hit 35, 40 years old, you basically disappear. It's like they say on Project Runway, we want everything to be young and fresh, and we want everybody to be, wearing clothes that are, don't want it to look matronly. And I think to myself, Heidi Klum, she's pushing 40, isn't she?
Over.
Over. Is she over?
Yes.
Yes. And she's young and fresh. What am I supposed to do after I'm 40? Just walk around wearing washcloths?
Yes.
I mean, I'll just put on a bathrobe, a pair of flip-flops, and I'll walk through Manhattan. Fuck it. Who cares? I'll be Barbra Streisand. And nuts don't call. I won't be nuts for you. It's crazy that they don't think that we exist. And now that I'm pushing a certain age, I really feel that this is the new frontier. Is that I feel like you becoming non-relevant, and which is so not true.
Yeah.
Because we are the biggest generation of people over 40, I think.
It's time to start a fucking revolution.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well,
Yes.
that's what was so exciting about the film, really, when Jeff approached me about a year ago to do it. And
Did you know him before? Had you worked with him before?
No. I mean, I auditioned for him the whole 9 yards, but he offered me the part, and I was.
Did you start to cry because it was somebody pushing 50?
Well, yeah, it was interesting for me because I am in sort of that age range, but it was also like, do I want to type
You're
myself?
not in that age range.
We also added, put some gray in the hair, whatever. I'm an actor, come on. So, but it was sort of that thing about, do I want to type myself out and suddenly I'm going to be playing these older roles and I don't know, whatever. I'm an actor.
Mel, let's be honest. Anything where they type me and they cast me a lot is something I love.
Sure.
And I always say to people, keep adding another type to you.
Yeah, well, that's been fun as an actor to go through the generations. So anyway, but what was most intriguing about the project really was that there had never really been a film about this, about gay men having a midlife crisis. I mean, 20 years ago we had Longtime Companion, but everybody was consumed with AIDS. And now you suddenly have this whole generation of gay men, sort of like us, that are like suddenly you can be married and you can be out and you can be, I mean, Jason Stewart, you're on the forefront of that sort of in Hollywood of like owning that and coming out. And so we get to be equal now. But nobody really wrote the rules for us. The generation before died.
It's not even any rules. There are no rules.
Right.
It's
so,
like the Wild Wild West. I mean, and the only other film out that's out now is Love is Strange, which is about two older gay men in their 60s.
Which you're in, yes.
Which I have a little cameo in. And which just got nominated this week.
Congrats.
For 4 Spirit Awards.
Awesome.
Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor for John Lithgow and Alfred
I
Molina.
can't wait to see this.
Screenplay and Best Picture.
Amazing.
Congratulations.
Well, what about the movie with the English guy who he played? Tom Ford directed it.
Oh, yes.
That was a great movie.
A gorgeous man who barely moves. I can't remember. He was Oscar.
Julianne Moore was in it.
Yes.
She played her friend. His
She played
friend.
the fag
British
hag,
guy.
basically.
Wait, he's always in.
But that's the Brits. They're all
Okay.
gay. They're all gay. They're all gay.
Colin Firth.
Yes,
Colin
Colin
Firth,
Firth.
yeah.
But they're all. What was it called? A man, an innocent man.
I'm
No,
forgetting.
That's the other
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
a
yeah.
something man. A man who doesn't move. A man who has a perfect house.
I guess-
Directed by Tom
a perfect
Ford.
man who wears a suit that never wrinkles and never moves and doesn't breathe. And I think
That's what it should be called.
Tom Ford is dead right now. He is. He is dead. He's dead, and he walks around in that suit, and he looks perfect. That's the only way it can happen.
Right.
I love him, and I would marry him. He likes older men. You know, his husband is older, but they never see him together. Anyway, I don't believe that's happening. Anyway, he should call me. Anyway, go ahead.
No, but what's fascinating about the film really is just, and what it brought up in the conversation, I even wrote a piece that's in Out magazine this week.
Out magazine. That's
Out.com.
out.com, which is you can go to it by going to gay.com, which owns the whole mega maga.
Owns the world.
Yes.
And but it just this idea of like, well, what do we do now that we're not fighting the AIDS battle and not fighting Stonewall, and we just have to be normal. And I think so many of us, we don't even know how to date. We were in the closet until we were whatever. I mean, my story's a little bit different.
Basically, I'm a mess.
Yeah.
I spent the morning crying in bed. I'm not kidding, wondering who I am, and watching Tori Spelling on Access Hollywood talk about how terrible her life is. Because I'm obsessed with her. Her husband had an affair. Yeah, I am. Her husband had an affair 2 nights in a hotel for a gay guy that's like, honey, what's going on? Who was it? And why did you invite me? I mean, the whole thing was so, I just think, honey, let it go. It's just one girl. Christ, you know. Okay, so he slipped. He was in Canada. It's the out-of-country rule. Would you get upset if your husband had a little...
Yeah.
look at us. He's
I don't know,
yeah.
maybe.
But you would. But it wouldn't kill you. I mean,
I don't think it would kill me.
honey, you're just so glad to be married, aren't
I
you?
know. Finally, got in right before
Did you just
I
get
lost the
married?
pretty. Yes.
Yeah.
Aw, congratulations.
Oh, please.
Thank you.
But before we go on, let's show the clip. It's the trailer, so people can know for the best day ever. If you're here in Los Angeles, you can go to the Laemmle Music Hall Theater, which is in Beverly Hills, and you can see it, and we're all going to be there that night. Why don't we show the clip?
I think it's time worrying about career, money, what people will think of us, and if we'll ever find love. After all, isn't that what life is all about? Being in love?
What exactly is a midlife crisis anyway?
From what I can tell, it's when you hit that state of life where you question if you've achieved your goals, rate your life on how happy you are, if you did what you set out to do by a certain age. I'm almost 50 years old. I'm supposed to be financially secure. I'm supposed to have peace. I'm supposed to have a husband and a dog and be enjoying a Doris Day life.
You've had your fun, David. You made your little film projects. 12 years older and you're still wishing you could be the next Spielberg. Maybe we should break up for a while. You know?
This is a good thing, you'll see. And my cousin is still coming to visit, and he's gonna be staying with me for a while. And I want you to meet him. What? Come on, he's a loner, you're a loner, you guys would be great friends.
Just broke up and you've already got me dating. Hi, Shane.
Hi, David. Yes, David. Hi, hello.
I get stressed with video games.
You want to play one?
You mean a video game? Right now?
Yeah, right now. Don't look so terrified.
No, you do it.
Here,
I'll watch.
You push forward, I'll steer. Try that.
Wait,
Push that.
Push?
No.
You're steering?
Okay, that's not gonna work. You have to do this.
No, you fire, please.
Okay,
so
ready?
if I push.
Go. I remember people telling me that when I turned 25.
So it looks really, really interesting.
No, it's very
I mean, the
sweet.
guy's breaking up with you, the bald, hot guy,
Yeah.
Hot guy.
Yeah, you didn't think he was hot?
No.
Well, you're not
yeah,
gay.
no, he is hot.
You want someone with
Wait,
hair.
the bald hot guy?
That's Nate Moore. He's hot.
Okay.
He's officially hot.
All right, so I wasn't in the movie. Who cares?
Yeah, no, but Jason, you should actually.
I don't care.
No, I want
I'm
you
dead.
and Jeff London to meet because
Jeff, call in. Call in.
And listen, Jeff actually is a prolific gay filmmaker. He's made 4 or 5 gay movies. He's very well known in the gay, indie.
I know.
film
I've
world.
been a fan.
And he just told me, we were just talking about it last week on a different show, but he said now that he's made a film about gay guys in their 40s or 50s and up, that's going to be his next phase. He wants to do films about older
Gay guys that are dead, like me, and their life is over. When he said you're a loner, I thought he said you're a loser. I thought he was talking about me. I swear to God.
I think you also need like the Jewish woman character who can set you up.
Oh,
and
of
be
course.
the wingman. So you tell Jeff I'm available.
Okay.
The whole film
yeah.
is cast right here. We don't need him. Oh, Jeff is on the phone.
Jeff's on the phone.
Oh, good. I get
Why don't
to
we put a
talk to him.
hold? Why don't we put a little hold on Jeff, and we're going to take a break, and we'll come back right after these messages, and we're going to talk to Jeff and talk about what he wants to do with the rest of his career and the rest of my life. We'll be back here. We're here with Mel England, Marla Shultz. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us.
Hey, what's up? I am Scott.
And I am Ken. We are not the Chemical Brothers, but we are. We are the Crystal Method. And you are watching T Radio V.
Hello, I am food and travel guru Mark DiCarlo.
And I'm Yenny Alvarez, a traveling diva.
And we're doing a new show right here on T Radio V called A Fork on the Road. I've been to over 500 cities in America and elsewhere, and I know where to stay, what to eat, and what to do for fun when you're there. And so does she, because she's the traveling diva.
Yeah, traveling diva, not traveling hobo.
Right. What's the first thing people ask you every time you come back from a trip?
Food. What'd you eat?
What'd you eat? Was it good? Was it bad? Where'd you stay? How much did you spend? We have all the answers because we know people everywhere.
All the information
Every
deals.
week we'll be interviewing a different chef, a different celebrity, a different musician, people that travel for a living and who know all the back roads.
Authentic travel, authentic food, great places to go. Festivals. I love festivals.
We
That's
love
fun.
festivals.
So every Tuesday at 4.
And we're going to be bringing it all to you each week, like she said,
Tuesdays at 4.
So for food, fun, and travel, you come right back here to us. Mark DiCarlo.
And I'm Yenny Alvarez.
And we'll see you
on A Fork on the Road.
I'm Louis Lombardi.
And I'm James Gutierrez.
Bring you Celebrity Bookie every Thursday starting September 4th at 11 a.m. Pacific Time.
Every NFL game picked by this man right here.
Yep, we're going to make you rich.
And fantasy stuff by me.
Fantasy stuff by him.
Fantasy football stuff.
On where?
On True Radio.
I think that's TV radio.
No, it's T
Radio
V.
T Radio V on radio
.com.
and TV.
TRadioV.com, I think, is what they want.
Tune in.
Radio and TV on the internet. Concept.
It's the fit.
Hey geeks, wake up! We got big news. I'm not gonna mumble this time. Geekscape, the long-running movie video game. Let me do one more. Hey geeks, we got big news! Geekscape, your favorite show about movies, video games, comics, and TV, is coming to T Radio V Monday, October 6th, and it'll be on every Monday from then on, 7 p.m. Until the apocalypse happens, we're all eaten by zombies.
T Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
We're here on Absolutely Jason Stuart, and we're talking to my friend Mel England, who is the star of The Best Day Ever, and comedian Marla Shultz is here. We're going to get to her in just a segment here. So we have Jeff London, the director, on the phone, and I'd love to get his point of view of where he's at and what made him decide to do a film about older gay men. Jeff, are you with us?
I am here. Hi, Jason.
Hey, pleasure. Have we ever met in person?
We have not, but Tori Spelling says hello.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I am.
Oh, thank God. You know, I've met her before at the Outfest, and I met Dean. And I saw Dean around a couple months ago in the supermarket, and he looked really fat. And then on the show, he got really thinner, so I'm so happy for him. You know, because, oh, God. I'm very, very impressed that you decided to make a movie about old gay men. And we're old. That's it.
Old gay men.
Yes, and the idea of, I'm taking old back. I am old, I'm middle-aged, and I'm not okay about it. I want to kill 2 people. I don't care who they are. Most mornings, I cry, I'm in bed, and I want to see your movie, and then I'll cry because I'm not in it, and Mel's playing my part, and he's way too young for it, because, you know. Anyway, I'm going to let you talk in just a second. So tell me what made you decide to do the film?
I woke up with a midlife crisis.
How many years did you have it? I'm on 5.
I had it for about 3 months, and I woke up. I was.
You're obviously not Jewish, right?
You know, everything was okay with the 49, and I woke up and I was 50, and those 2 numbers changing just turned my world upside down for a while. And I dealt with it, and I eventually met the love of my life, and then I decided, you know, this is a serious problem. I've always heard about midlife crisis, guys turning 50, especially gay guys, and guys in general, and something we kind of keep in our own closet.
Oh, please! It's like
and
it's
I'm going to talk
worse
about
than
this and put this in a script.
It's worse than the apocalypse. I would rather be chased by zombies than say I turned 50. I mean, I just you know, I'm so glad you did. And how did you finance the film? Just out of curiosity.
We did a fundraiser on Indiegogo for part of it, but mainly it came from I had a few associate producers, but a lot of it came out of my savings.
What? So you really you put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, I
think
believed in
that's
it that much.
wonderful, just wonderful. And how did you go about getting the actors for the film?
I auditioned out of Hollywood. I put notices up, you know, the basic places to.
So just basically an open call, and anybody who thought was right.
Well, it was an open call, but it was you know, I go through and do a major breakdown of exactly what I'm looking for, and I really know my characters. I do a lot of research, what I want, and then at this time it's interesting because I usually have to go to Hollywood. I live in Arizona, just over the hill, and I usually have to go to Hollywood for a few days and cast. Well, I did it through Skype, and it worked beautifully, and it gave the actors a few days to prepare. And I always, you know, I like to think of myself as an actor's director, and I like to give them as much preparation as possible. I'm not a big fan of cold readings, and you know, if they're trying to secure a part and I want to see what they can do, then they've got a few days or a week notice, and they call in and we do it. And that's how Mel got it. He nailed it.
I love that. I mean, I actually love it. I did an audition for Sleepy Hollow on Skype, and I didn't wear pants. And I'm so serious. I wasn't wearing any pants. I just put on a sport coat and a shirt, and that was it. And just the idea that I'm not wearing.
You just came back from shooting that,
yeah,
right? How'd that go?
It was okay. It was fun. You know, I'm glad to have a job always.
You know,
but,
can I say,
sure.
Jeff, that's such a lovely, humane way to audition, because you want to see an actor at their best, and all the other casting directors can go kiss my ass. Oh, by the way, Jeff, congratulations, mazel mazel. I too found the love of my life at this stage of the game, so it's a beautiful thing.
And that's really what the film, if I'll just jump in, hey Jeff, that the film is really about. You see this guy going through this, and then he does meet the love of his life in the film, and then he's like, but I'm too, because he's a younger guy.
How younger?
Like 15 years.
Oh my
so
God,
then it's
35.
Like, this is too young, and I can't do this. And so it's really a film kind of, I guess if I put it simply, see if you agree, Jeff, but sort of about a guy who has to just get over himself and be happy, you know. And aren't we all trying to do that?
The one thing I can say about this, I think you might appreciate this when you see it, Jason, is that I wrote this to basically figure out how to deal with the rest of my life. And a big part of it, us turning 50, is that, I mean, it hits you in the face like a truck. I'm 50, I've got 35, maybe 40 years if I take care of myself left.
Oh, honey,
And
you
that's
don't
a
have
true
40 years.
life
No one
altering-
does. You want to live till 90? Christ on a cracker.
I don't want to live till 90.
Oh.
I want to be healthy and just drop dead. I don't want to be. I don't want to live old and be unhealthy.
Now, is your
I think
boyfriend
people get that
15 years
backwards
younger than?
often.
Is your boyfriend 15 years younger than you?
Husband.
He's exactly 15 years younger. Yeah.
Where's the store? Where do I go?
Where's what?
Where's the
Where's the
store?
store?
Where do I go? Help me. You didn't
Well,
put
you
me
know
in the
what?
movie.
I hear
Now you
people
got a
say,
boyfriend.
"Oh,
Wait.
I'm so happy. I'm so jealous. And I said, you know what? I was 48, almost 49 when I met the love of my life. I think I dated twice in my life. Went through my 20s, 30s, and 40s alone. And so, you know what? Don't cry me a river. I mean, it all happens for everybody. And hopefully this story will help people feel peaceful and say, you know what? Enjoy your life. Embrace it. Get out there, get involved, and just live your life. And you will meet the right person when the time is right for you.
Oh my God! So that's all I have to do. Oh God, this seems so
Jason,
easy.
there's a pot for every cover.
You know, it's so funny because I realized that there was one theme through every relationship that I was in, and it was me. So this is what I'm going to do. On any date that I go on, I'm not bringing myself. That's it. So I can't wait to see the movie. Are you going to be here, Jeff?
I will be there, yes.
Oh, so I can't wait to meet you. Are you bringing your husband?
I am.
Oh, good. So that's okay. So you'll be able to talk to some of the older people your own age. So when the name Jane Fonda comes up, we'll all be able to explain it to him. I'm so excited about seeing the movie. I really am. I say congratulations to you and thank you so much for being with us and letting me tease you. And I look so forward to meet you and tell everyone to come to on December 3rd, which is tomorrow, Wednesday night, 7:30, Best Day Ever at the Laemmle Music Hall in Beverly Hills.
And people can also find out more information at bestdayevermovie.us.
And if you forget all that, just go to jasonstewart.com like you always do. Ask me a question, and I'll set you in the right place. It's just easier for the fans to remember.
And it's also releasing worldwide on Amazon on December 9th. So people can stream
this
it.
is so
and,
great.
You know, buy the DVD or, buy 5, give them as Christmas presents, Hanukkah presents, whatever.
I have Prime.
Yeah, it is.
So excited.
But it is really great. You can go to Amazon and you can watch almost any movie that's on IMDb, and you can watch it for, $5 to $10 with 2 or 3 of your friends at home. It's really great, and this is a great.
And I even get a little naked in the movie.
I heard about that. And you show your penis.
Very
quickly.
Yeah, but your pecs were quite the teaser. I mean, that was a nice appetizer.
I look good from here up. I really do.
It was funny because the nudity actually was something that we talked about, and Jeff almost kind of was thinking about maybe cutting that part, or maybe we wouldn't show it exactly. But one of the things that's so interesting about the scene, because they're kind of without giving it all away, but they are getting romantic, but it's goofy and it's kind of awkward, and it was so interesting to me. Let's have a scene that's kind of like the guy's getting sexy, but it's so innocent and pure as opposed to gratuitous and I think that's also great, just for the gay community.
Just to see a different kind of sex, that's fun.
And vulnerable.
Yeah. Oh, that's the word, honestly, because most of the sex in film is very hot and serious.
Right.
And you got, laser on the guy, and all of a sudden there's
this is
click.
kind of goofy and silly.
Waka, waka, waka.
And then he gets you really and all of a sudden music plays and...
No, it's not porn, Jeff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, Jason. Anyway.
All right, that was uncomfortable.
No.
Ace is on the line. Ace wants to. So, Jeff, we're going to say goodbye to you. I'm going to see you tomorrow. We'll all go out and have a nice drink afterwards, and I'll be a normal person after I cry. And, you're going to have to bring something for the eyes. I'm going to bring Visine, the whole thing. I'm sure it's going to kill me to see this film. I'm already dead. Scrape me off the floor. Thank you so much for calling in. I'm so excited to see the movie.
See you tomorrow, Jeff.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Jason. I look forward to watching you cry.
Thank you. Take care.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Now, we got a call from Ace London, who is no relation?
No, and in fact, spelled differently.
Okay.
London with a U.
Okay, and he
London,
is
yeah.
also in the
Loudon.
film, and he plays... We'll let Ace tell us all about it. Ace?
Hello, Jason. Hello.
Hi, how are you? I felt like Charles Nelson Riley just came back from the dead. Hello.
Well, Charles was an old acquaintance. I played the old man in the film. They had to do a lot of makeup on me.
Oh. Now tell me who you played. You play a guy, since we're talking about age, would it be appropriate to ask how old is your character?
Well, the character is myself.
It's based on him.
I have been involved with Jeff London from before he met his husband.
Oh, wow.
And so he was, he was a part of my life, and I had to go through the years with him when he's saying, "Oh, I'll never find anyone," blah blah. You know how they go. Well, you know how you're doing. You're what? I don't know how old you are.
Good.
You can't tell because you don't have any hair on top of your head. So I don't know if you got gray or not. But
I feel like Dr.
No,
Jen.
I was
Ace,
and-
turn your computer off. We can hear you echoing in the background. You hear
turn my thing off, you mean?
Yeah, because we can hear you echoing in the background. Yeah, I feel like Dr.
Okay.
Jen on the Oprah channel. I call her. I'm obsessed with her. Though I want to call her
Is
and say,
that
"Honey,
better?
pull back on the makeup. It's too much." Yes, but we have a picture of you. Did you ever date Jeff? If you guys dated, were you?
No. He wasn't my type. He
wasn't your
breathing.
type.
Sorry.
Oh, excuse me.
He's more like the mentor or the older, and it's funny because in gay community we have that. We have like the, older
mentor.
Yeah, exactly, mentor. That's right.
Instead
Jason's got a
of-
show called Mentor.
Right. Instead of sage, could it be gauge?
And of course,
Hearing
right
old
here,
week.
can we go? We can't go in. This is Mentor. It's the new web series that's
very
available
good.
on Gay Direct. Just go to jasonstewart.com, and it is all about that. It's the idea of giving back to the community, and it's a comedy drama that I'm in. So a little chance to plug my own little show.
And it's very good.
Oh, thanks.
It is.
I think it's really important to give back, and it's important. It's important to partake what you've learned and share, and help someone through wherever they're going through, so they can see the light and see that they have choices.
And I want to put a little plug in for Ace. Ace actually not only has he spent many years in Hollywood as one of the first gay activists, really, but he was also in the entertainment business. Ace, you were a manager to Jane Mansfield and Mahalia Jackson and people like that, right?
Wow.
Wow.
I started in show business in 1942, I think it was, in radio, Jason, and I've loved radio over the years. But I ended up eventually, as my life went on, into personal management and public relations, and I had such wonderful clients as the Academy Award-winning Jane Darwell, Mahalia Jackson.
The singer, the gospel singer?
The world's greatest gospel singer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they tried to do a show about her several times, a Broadway show.
Jane
Mansfield.
Many wonderful clients, yeah.
Oh, well, that's it. I guess your time's up, James.
We heard your clock.
We're gonna say thank you to you. Will I see you here tomorrow night in Hollywood?
You certainly will, and I shall be appearing in all of my glory.
I so look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for being out so Mel and I could be here. I think that's not said enough to people like you.
Yeah, paving the way. That's right.
I guess he's gone. Thank you so much, Mel. That's what happens on those shows. You notice they just hang up on people, and then, because that's how Dr. Jen controls the show, so she can put on some more makeup. God, independent film is so important. It's become such a mainstay, and all of this is certainly working here at T Radio V is independent, and I think it gives us the opportunities that we wouldn't necessarily have.
That's right.
And working in other venues. I think. And I'm really excited about seeing the movie. Now, tell us, before we go to break, tell us about the Sally Kirkland film that you're in.
Archaeology of a Woman, which I have a nice cameo in. Sally Kirkland gives an incredible performance.
She's been on the list.
Have you seen
Not
it
yet. I'm going to go
She's
this
on
Friday.
the short list, on the dark horse
Oscars.
list for the Oscars for Best Actress, and it's deserved.
And then you have your own film.
That's Ron and Laura Take Back America is another project that we're in festivals right now. We're going
And
to
you won.
Idlewild.
You
won Best Comedy in New York. I was nominated for Best Actor. We got Best Comedy at another festival, Best Director, Best Actress. So we've been raking in like awards on that film.
Well, we're going to take
very
a break,
lucky.
and we're going to come back and talk to Mel England and my friend comedian Marla Shultz here on Absolutely Jason Stuart. We'll be back in just a moment. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to see this movie.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Moby, and you're watching T Radio V.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Let me start again. Welcome to T Radio V. That's TV and radio, or radio and TV. I can't remember. It's just too much for me.
No, you're doing it wrong. I need you to emote more. It's not enough. You need to push it.
Absolutely.
Jason Stewart. And I was on his show. I'm Shang, but he's fantastic.
But the thing is, he's so cute. It just upsets me that he's straight.
I still got a lot of urban in me.
And I'm a little Jewish, so I sounded like, oh yeah.
You didn't say, hey, he has a nice Shane to put him.
Yeah.
Don't be a schmeckle.
It upsets you that you're straight?
No, it doesn't upset me. I'm straight. Don't make me laugh, man.
I'm not. Don't touch me inappropriately.
Okay, I'm sorry. Did I touch you inappropriately? There's gonna be definitely lawsuits. You are watching Jason. Me. Well, not today. Shut up over there laughing with the laughter. Watch Absolutely Jason Stewart every Tuesday on TV. The V with the TV.
They're gonna.
You better edit the out of this. All right, we got it.
Hi, I'm Bob Nalbandian, and be sure to watch my show Inside Metal, which airs live every Tuesday from 3 to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on T Radio V. I'm going to be bringing in the greatest heavy metal artists live right here in the studio. Once again, every week at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, every Tuesday, right here at tradiov.com, radio in TV.
Excellent. Party time.
T Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
Hey, we're back at Absolutely Jason Stewart with my guest, comedian Marla Shultz, and actor Mel England. Now, you're also an actress.
Yes.
And have pursued your career and now working on a solo show.
Yes.
And what's the solo show called?
It's called Marla Shultz Finally Getting Married, not to a...
Not to a gay guy.
No, he's not gay, married, or fat.
He's not gay, married, or fat. That's
we were thinking of that as the second part.
Well, the show's called Marla Schultz. Marla gets married, or Marla Schultz gets married.
Marla Schultz, ... finally. And then Jason and I were talking, and he said, why don't we make it...
I think it should be called Marla Schultz Gets Married.
Finally gets married.
Finally gets married.
Yeah.
I think finally gets married. And then underneath it, the little catchphrase is, and he's not married, gay, or fat.
Yes, because I've done it all.
I like it. I like it.
Fat or bald.
Or in jail.
In jail. But, you know, it's interesting. Jeff was talking about finally finding the love of his life, and the same thing happened to me, whereas... You know, I dated really one of the ugliest men. What?
Everyone. Go ahead.
Yes, everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Didn't you feel like it?
No, my picker was just destroyed. I didn't even have a picker.
Right.
And, you know, when you have low self-esteem and then you date, I mean, you just accept crap. I mean, you're like a, you know, doormat. My face was in the right next to the definition. But I did anything. I mean, if somebody said you need to go to an ashram for 6 months and do, you know, ash injected in through every orifice possible, and then pray, and then go to sweat it out,
and then drink urine.
Yes, drink urine, and then eat the worm. I would have been like, okay,
what time do I be there?
Exactly. Where do I sign up? But I think God was like, you know, she's very entertaining, but we're being a little selfish, and it's not godlike. So
let's back up.
Exactly. And before she hits, I felt like a retiring baseball player, like Lou Gehrig going out on top. You know that speech where he was like, for the past 20 years, you've been hearing about my bad romantic breaks, but today I feel like the luckiest woman in the world because I really met the most delicious, incredible man.
He's a lawyer, right?
Yeah, a lawyer.
Oh, God. And your mother probably said, you don't talk.
Yes.
Just show up. Don't say a word.
Yes, and my father goes, he really was the best of your prospect. You know what I mean? Not Prospect,
how
but
funny.
right there.
Now, when your mother found out you were marrying Laura, what did she really say?
She was thrilled. I mean, she practically anointed his feet when he walked into the house. Like, let me, like the Pope washing like the Muslims' feet, you know, like, let me wash and ordain and anoint your feet
And
kind
is
of
he
thing.
Jewish?
Oh, totally.
Oh,
Mark
good.
Grossman.
I'm just asking,
Yeah.
you know, just for the, I know, but I want to tell everybody else.
He is Jewish, yes.
Yeah, and you had a Jewish wedding, you stepped on the glass?
He stepped on the glass.
Oh, right, of course. And
I might be reformed, but not that reformed. You know, you got to be a little
it's
traditional.
fun, but
Yes.
it's fun. It's fun.
Hey, me too.
Yeah, I went to a wedding this weekend, a gay wedding, where they stepped on the glass, but then everybody had that popcorn stuff that you stuff boxes with,
Yeah.
and everybody popped it as they did it. It was really sort of fun. They pulled it from under their chair. I thought I was going to get a car, but
Funny.
You know.
Jason Stewart, you're so delicious and funny.
Oh, thank you. Now, I want to talk about something else, and I'm going to first show a little clip from this because I don't even know how to describe it. It's called the rack trap, and you, as a comedian, invented this.
Right.
And this is a
By
little
happenstance.
This is, get the camera on me here, boys. And this is a little pocket that has some Velcro attached, and you stick this with your, I guess, credit cards, your key to your house.
Condoms.
Condoms, maybe
Valium, joints.
a $20 bill when you go to a
Right.
party. And I'm going to show you the little commercial for this that Marla did this all by herself. Show us a little thing.
Marla Shultz here, inventor of the rack trap. Ladies, for years we have been hiding all kinds of things in our bra. Now you can look and feel smart, safe, and sexy when you stuff your bra with the rack trap.
People are so shocked at what I can fit in this little thing. It holds my cash, my credit cards. I can even put in a tube of lipstick if I want. It's perfect. It just fits right in. Nobody can see it. It comes right out.
It's an undetectable, one-size-fits-all personal bra pocket that holds everyday essentials conveniently in your bra. With the rack trap, you can skip the purse and still have your valuables within easy reach.
Rack trap is so much more convenient. It's freeing. I don't have to dig in my purse for anything. So I put it in just like this.
Yeah, and look, it's completely undetectable.
Oh, wow.
Today in my rack trap, I have my everyday necessities: credit card, ID, and Metro card.
I've been pickpocketed a few times in my life, so with the rack trap, it keeps everything right where it belongs. My cash, my credit cards, my ID. Look, it doesn't even show. Now I've got hands-free for dancing.
I'll take two. It's perfect for a night on the town, running errands, or even running a marathon. Or stuff dozens of dollar bills, even hide things like keys, lipstick, and important safety items.
On the right, I keep my cash, my credit cards, my license, and on the left, you never know who you're going to meet, so I keep my business cards.
Call now and get the Fashion Lace 3-pack. 1 black, 1 white, and 1 nude rack trap for only $19.95.
This is so it's only $19. So it's $20 for this.
For 3. You
For
get black,
3 of
white,
them.
tan.
So
See,
this
and
way-
this is the sport version. Here we go. And our tagline is, people don't pick your breasts, just your pockets.
Oh my God! So what made you do this, and how did you have them done yourself, and how are they selling, and how?
I'll give you the crib notes, is performing at Caroline's. I don't really
Caroline's
drink.
Comedy Club in New
New
York.
York City. And I was friendly with the bartender, and I also was on Midol. I was having horrible menstrual cramps. So I said, oh.
Way too much information, but
No,
go
but
ahead.
but I'm not getting to just. Long story short, so I said to him, "Let me have a drink," and he knew I like to drink vodka, but I never drink when I'm performing. So he filled up. I just like sucked it down. I thought it was club soda. I walked into the bathroom, and I'm teetering. And because ladies, when ladies.
I don't want to be a girl. It's not going to happen.
Okay, guess what? But when
We're
you
talking to those at home.
But when you have to do number 2, you sit on the if you're in a public bathroom. But
yeah.
I am such a germaphobe. I couldn't. You know what? I couldn't.
Is that
squat.
how you hurt your hand?
Yes, I know. Squatting.
You fell off the toilet.
I know.
Holding yourself up.
It was like this, and I slipped. But I couldn't squat because I was like, oh my God, I'm drunk. So I started building the bird's nest, and I'm a little top heavy, and the clacking effect, and I had all this stuff stuffed in my bra, and doing the bird's nest, everything fell into the toilet. So I called one of my girlfriends the next day, and I was like, oh my God, and she's like, Mal, you need a bra pocket, and we were like, like the light bulb went off, and then we invented one. We made a prototype. We built a website. We got it on the Today Show. We got it on
Wow.
The View. and virtually all these
The
TV.
View? You were on The View?
I personally wasn't, but they showed this.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
That's big.
Wendy Williams, the
Wow.
doctors,
Wow.
because the doctor said it protects against E. coli because money is really skanky. You know, women are running
Oh.
around, and
You don't know where that money's been.
right, and if they're out running, it gets all
So
sweaty.
you had to make this. It's really
China.
It's really soft.
Yeah.
You made this in China.
Yeah, we
So
sent
how many
the-
people had to die for this?
Oh God, I know.
Just 3.
They were probably doing double time between, Apple and then
this,
our
yes.
little things.
Yeah, so their nighttime work killed them.
Yes.
Oh, because you pushed them over the edge.
Wait, but I'm still back at the toilet in Times Square. Did you take your stuff out of the
No,
toilet?
the lovely, because I was screaming and flipping out, and the lovely Hispanic woman was like, Jew okay? Jew okay? I'm like, Jew's not okay. Jew's freaking out. All Jew shit fell in the toilet. She's like, Jew, back away. Calm down.
Oh, you
And
have to do this on Comics Unleashed. This is the bit you have to talk about. You have to do this. It's
Well,
hysterical.
too late.
You've already done it?
No, I'm doing material. You know what? I didn't even think of this. This
This
is
is
funny.
a great bit. Ask him.
Okay.
It's too funny.
Probably not, but you know
Oh,
what? Good,
please. Jew
good
okay?
notes.
Jew okay? There's nothing funnier than Jew okay.
Okay.
Oh, God. So this is so people can get this at...
TheRackTrap.com. That's
And if it-
TheRackTrap.
And if anybody forgets, just keep in mind, you
I'm
can
just thinking
go to
that this-
jasonstewart.com,
Stop it, you guys have-
Stuart,
no.
and send it to me, and I will contact either Mel or Marla if anybody wants anything about them, so don't
Thank
worry.
you.
Because I always,
Thank
people
you.
hear
Yeah,
it and they
thank you.
forget the
Oh,
website.
look at that.
Oh my God! Look, these
Oh,
guys. What is with you guys today? I don't know.
nice.
So on it.
It's Patrick,
Wow.
right? Because Frank never does this shit. He doesn't do any. He could care less.
Twitter.
He hated me on site, and he told me. This is so nice. Oh, this is so nice.
No, I'm just thinking these could actually make a nice. I mean, seriously, rack.
Yarmulke?
Trap.
Oh.
No.
But for guys, I mean, you got to invent
Actually,
a guy
yeah, what
one.
do
You
you
really
do?
do.
You have pockets. You have wallets.
No, come on. When you want to wear, now this is the truth, and we'll go off with this. But if you want to invent a something for us, and we go into club, we don't want our keys in our pockets. We don't want a big bulgy wallet. I would love something like
Where
this.
are you going to put it then?
I don't know.
See?
I think maybe like a holster over our pectoral, or
Do I have 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Or, okay, I was at a party and this big fat guy said, oh, I heard you invented something. And I go into my little spiel and he goes, oh yeah, I invented something, the ball sack. He goes, I could put twice the amount of stuff in my ball sack. And I looked at him and I go, yeah, but at least when I'm wearing my rack trap and I walk down the beach, I'm not leaving tracks in the sand, you fat fuck. I was out. How dare you? He was like shitting on my idea.
I know. So basically, you got
whatever.
to get him. You got to weigh 100 pounds overweight to wear this.
No,
as
I'll
a guy.
figure something out.
Please
I will.
do. But I think it'd
yeah.
be great because I would love to have one. Let's take a break. We're going to be right back here with comedian and actress Marla Shultz and my good pal Mel England. We'll be back in just a second. This is really terrific.
Thank you.
Hey, hello, this is David Faustino, and you are watching T Radio V. Do you see what I'm saying? It's television crossed with radio. It's all together. It's weird. Radio's in the middle of it. It's amazing. You're watching it. Go.
Love and marriage, love and marriage. If the fish swam out of the ocean and grew legs and they started walking, and the apes climbed down from the
Hey, my fellow thoughters out there. I'm Charles Shaughnessy. Check out my new show, Here's a Thought, with Charles Shaughnessy, August the 7th, 3 p.m. PST, right here on T Radio V. Now, you know I have a lot to say, but I want to hear what you have to say. So tune in, grab your phones, call me, tweet me, email me in the studio, and let's get this conversation going. Here's a Thought, starting August the 7th, 3 p.m. PST, right here on T Radio V. That's radio in TV.
I'm Debbie Kay, professional poker player and host of the new poker show, The Flop, Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on T Radio V. Come play with me and dive into the world of poker, where each week I'll discuss the lives of grinders and nits with local rounders and celebrity guests. Who knows? I may even shuffle a scandal or two. If you want to know what's happening on the felt and learn a tip or two from the pros, I'll be dealing it to you weekly. So tune in to T Radio V every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Are you ready to get your grind on? T Radio V. Radio and TV.
T Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
We're back at Absolutely Jason Stuart with my guest, comedian Marla Shultz, and actor Mel England. We were just talking, I said, we're talking to Marla, and she was saying, I'm not bitter, I'm not angry. I said, no, you're just from New York. And because they always seem so angry, but I'm angry too, so it doesn't matter.
I have to temper it, though. I mean, 10 years in L.A. kind of mellowed me out, but it just I slipped right into it being back in New York.
You got to stop and think before you actually speak.
Yeah, you have to like kind of take it down to an 8
I
for
call
LA.
her. I call her on the phone. She's walking. Yeah, I'm walking, and these persons with the phones and the da-da-da-da-da-da. So you were the funniest person that ever lived, I think.
Thank you.
You make me laugh all the time, and I want to
you.
show a clip. Can we show a clip of Marla's? It's clip, I think, number 3. Cut 3, I guess. And this is a wonderful clip of you at Caroline's for a benefit for some women, for a women's thing.
Put your hands together for Marla Shultz.
Some serious milestones. I just turned 50. You too? Okay, congratulations. And you're looking at me like you want to do me thank you. And I'm engaged to a man. The thing is, when you're 50 and you've never, thank you so much, I love it. But when you're 50 and you've never been married, people wonder, like it freaked my mother out. We were at a party once and she corners me and she's like, have you slept with many men? No, what do you say to your mother? I was like, have you slept with many men? She's like, no, just one. And I said, well, I got you beat. My father, on the History Channel, they have all these battle shows, and my dad is a Civil War reenactor, and I really thought it was just a hobby until I dated a black guy. So he calls me up and he's like, your mother told me about your current situation. And if it gets serious, there are some places you will not be able to live. And I said, really, Dad, like where? He goes, my house. And I said, what are you freaking out for? Isn't this what you fake fought for?
That is so funny.
Thank you.
That is so funny. You are one of the most funny people, and you're also one of the most, what's the word? You really don't realize how funny you are. I mean, you really don't. And when I met you when you lived out here and we hung out a bit, I was just I couldn't believe that you didn't think that. I mean, because there's so many people that are much more successful than you or I,
right,
who are not as funny as you.
But the thing is, it's as you know, being an actor, last year going back to New York, I was on First Refusal for 11 national commercials, a couple of TV shows, and a film role.
Well, let's tell the folks at home. First Refusal means you'll go in an audition, and then they put you on a list. They say that it's called put a pin in you. Do they say that in New York? That's what they say here. Or you're on a veil, or First Refusal, which means if they can't get somebody really famous, you're going to get the part.
Correct. So when you have all of these almost, it just kind of, it kind of worked. It kind of deflated me, and I got really bummed out because it's like everyone's like, "Oh, you're the next Susie Essman," or you remind me of Brenda from Rhoda, and those roles, or like a Janine Garofalo type. And
I said to you, forget about those roles. Just be someone's mom.
Well, I would love to be someone's mom.
Everybody has a mom, and
right.
I think the girlfriend roles have turned out to be these 25-year-old girls that everybody has to be hot and not eat.
Right.
And
I say, no way, back up the truck. But it just got, I got very discouraged because it's like to get up to the gate and then not be, and then you start like flipping out and thinking, okay, is the universe trying to tell me something? It's like, ha, almost. And it just really
You know what it
me
really
out.
is about, and I'll speak really candidly. What it really is about is it's like doing shows and doing small parts and things. And I've done. People say, there is no small parts, only small actors. Well, I said you're so wrong. There are a lot of small parts, and I am not a small actor.
Right.
And that's what it is you have to start saying no, and you have to start treating yourself with the respect that you deserve.
No, absolutely.
That's for
but-
Mommy Dearest.
Right.
It's for him. And it is true that you have to carry yourself in a certain way, because I never used to feel this way, but I think after working on Sleepy Hollow, which was a wonderful show, but, it was a small role. I played an art curator, and I'm thinking to myself, it's time to stop doing this and to really start pushing myself into the position that one deserves to be in. And not that I haven't done bigger roles, and I have. I just did a film, Hush Up Sweet Charlotte, which is wonderful. I did 12 scenes in that. So I have had that experience, but then you as an actor want to work.
You want to work, and
And
then
you want to work, and you
right.
don't know where the next job is coming from. We
and
don't
more
know.
credits, and you got to build up your resume.
And then you think, and then I see people like Amy Schumer, who just popped onto the scene, really committed to who she was, no
Mhm.
matter what. And remember when she first came on, people said, "Oh, she's just dirty. She's just this."
She's another Chelsea.
And she isn't.
Right.
She really is her own person. She is dirty, but it's dirty in a very smart way.
Clever. And
Really
she's adorable.
And yes, and I love her. And I
Yeah.
love that she isn't thin.
Right.
I love that she's just a normal-sized woman and a
And
beautiful
she's-
woman.
yeah, absolutely.
And I really, the more I've seen her, the more I dig of her.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I looked at her IMDb the other day, and I thought she hasn't done a lot. And now she's starring in her own movie, and she's creating her own career.
Right.
And I thought, okay, is to stick to one's guns so much, because I've been always of a proponent of do everything, say yes all the time.
Right.
But now I think I'm changing that.
Well, I want to get in the rooms. I mean, I'm still going in for either co-starring or guest stars. And I felt like I had more luck here in California than in New York, because they liked my personality. And
In New York, there's more of you.
yes, there's yes and no, but it's just there's a different vibe when you go into the casting directors. I think it was great what Jeff was talking about, how he likes for the actors to have time to prepare and then Skype, and he works. You go
They don't do
in-
that in New York?
No, you get the script maybe a day and a half in advance, but the casting directors, you just in one take and
Oh, yeah.
nothing. It's just they suck.
So
I'm
just
sorry.
just to let you know, for folks at home, because they don't know, our all three of us here are actors, and I've gone in shows where you just stand in the corner of the room, you say it, and I had one casting director. Once I heard what her name is, and she would mouth the words of the lines while you were doing it in your face. It was crazy, so it had to be letter perfect in the
Right.
audition, or they want you to have it memorized or have it give
Yeah.
a full performance, in, out, go. I want you
Right.
to be perfect.
Right.
There's no process. And that's what happens when you work in these small parts. There is no process. You're there to deliver some
It's
information.
cattle. It's
and you're
just-
in and out. And you have to decide one time in your life when you hit a certain age. Like we talked in the break, and I won't say it out loud again, but you said your age on that clip. And I said to you, don't worry about it. It is who you are. You are who you are. And the more famous you get, the more they put everything on IMDb. I do not know where they get it. I know there's 7 women in a room going, who are we going to get today? And I was one of them. And I have sent in an email to them every day for 2 years, saying, God, I'm 10 years younger than this age. And that is the truth.
Well, there was that lawsuit about this woman who was an actress, and she sued IMDb, and she said, because they posted her age, and she said it was hurting her career.
It was. She was an Asian woman.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. I've
Yeah.
forgotten her name. And she really looked a lot younger than her
Yeah,
age.
she looked like she could have been on, I don't know, whatever.
But the age is very confusing these
Right.
days. I've seen people that you could be on television with a 30-year-old kid. They go, oh, yeah. She's like,
I think it's the boomers. The boomers, I'm at I guess was Gen X or something like that, but I blame the boomers, because all of a sudden Susan Sarandon hit 60 and they were like, she's on the cover of whatever People, 60 is sexy. And, so
And
I
she's
think
dating a
everybody-
30-year-old.
Well, yeah.
They
Good for
keep
her.
getting younger. She's 68, I think. Cher is 68.
She looks great.
Bette
Yeah.
Midler is 69. Barbara's
Right.
72. Jane Fonda's 75. And
Jane Fonda, I want to go to her plastic. I'm going to start an Indiegogo campaign to go to her plastic
honey,
surgery.
see her in person. It's all lighting. I'm sure
she looks great.
I'm sure that she doesn't look as young as she does on television.
No, I think she's gorgeous.
But, I think that what's so great about this conversation, and it's something that so many of us have had, but
it's about your movie.
Well,
going back to your movie, it's about your movie. It's about The Best Day Ever, opening tomorrow night at the Beverly Hills Laemmle Theater.
That's right. No, I was going to say, but I also
think
have
we're
a career
rapping.
we're rapping. You create your own opportunities.
Yes.
And that's what's so great, is that you can do that small stuff or whatever stuff, and then you kind of go out there and you say, I want to do this other
Or
thing.
you've got to stay, one day you have to learn to say no. And that's what I got from the last thing, is that you've got to learn to say no, and it's okay not to pursue things that you feel that you've done before that are not going to change your life in any way.
Cruise ships.
Amen.
I'm not doing cruise ships anymore. I almost had a panic. I did have a panic attack on the last one.
Oh, the eating, the drinking, the
Ugh.
sex, the shopping, the
Brutal.
gambling. It's like a floating 12-step program. I want to thank Mel England. I want to thank Marla Shultz, who will be on Comics Unleashed soon. You'll see him, of course, in his movie, The Best Day Ever. Thank you so much both for being on
Thank
the show.
you, Jason.
I love you
Oh,
both.
I love
and
you.
Thank you. And then don't forget to get the Rat Trap.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the
Hold
Rat
on,
Trap.
hold on, wait,
Rack
hold on.
trap. Rack trap.
Rack Trap.
You are watching T Radio V. Radio and TV.